Look, our decision to make Clarence his educator is already paying off. So he's already a poor fighter, so that's great. I think if we're ready, which I believe I am, we have about 8,000 men that we can raise up. They have about 15,000. And yes, they have a numbers advantage, but we more than anything, have a naval advantage, I believe, and then we have the dragons. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about that too much right now. So let us go ahead and declare the war. A slave raid on Braavos. We could dragon conquest it, which we'll do at some point, I think. Oh, what is wrong? Oh, I have to be a slave trader. I have to be a slave trader. Okay. So, in order to do that, I have to have the business focus. I can't change for a couple months, so we have to wait a couple months before I can change from the war focus. Man, that's crazy. So that's going to take my marshal down a little bit. But I guess there are worse things. We have the dragon, so I guess I don't really need the war focus in order to make it, you know, a viable position. I don't want it. I don't necessarily have to duel anybody, you know, which is the duelist trait comes with the war focus. It's more important for us to just have the dragon rider and have the Cassius Bailey to you know, expand the realm. And slave trader, as we've found, is a pretty amazing position to be in. So Daenerys needs a education. She's timid. Ugh. She can't really... Can she take the learning? She can take the learning focus. We're going to do the marshal, even though she'll be inhibited. Hopefully she becomes humble instead of shy or craven. Okay, so now we're able to go in and we're able to change our focus. And it's going to be obviously business. And then we're going to take the decision to enter the slave trade. That makes us have the trait slave trader, which lines up all of the stars and gives us the option. Oh, look, the dude has a Valyrian steel sword. That's cool. He doesn't have a dragon, though, does he? The slave raid. There we go. Cool. So we're going to slave raid him. Now what we need to do is we need to raise up our military. So our vassals, and then we need to also raise up, I think we can get away with just our ships. So we're going to combine our units. Maybe faster if we just... Oh no, we don't have enough to embark. That's crazy. Okay, so how many other ships do we have? We have another 10, which doesn't help. So we'll embark there, and then they'll go drop those off, I think. Let's get Daenerys a decent education. Okay, let's combine these ship units. Go right here. Embark this army. Hopefully what the Sealord does is just come over and try to siege down and avoids battles. So that gives us the 8,000 men that we have. If we split that unit in half, let's actually think about it this way. Let's actually merge those back. We need to do a new unit. So let's move as many guys over as we possibly can. Before this... Wow. We can't turn that into a new unit, can we? Okay. So there's no point in having that. What we need to do is we need to just hire more ships. We have 108 gold. So not a ton, but enough, I think. So that's 64. We shouldn't need too many more after that. 79. Yeah, we do need one more. Okay. So we're going to merge those. We'll embark the army. Then we'll go straight up and we'll slave raid the capital. Or we'll begin sieging down the capital. Okay. They do have their 11,000 men right there. I'm currently leading the center. And I don't have any other dragon riders as my commanders. Let's go into minor titles and see who all is eligible to be a commander. No other dragon riders. I guess that's okay. I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. Okay. So let's have them go down to the city. Okay. There we go. We have a little bit of time before we have to worry about them coming over. We'll siege down the province right there. We have a 99% war score now. Let's see if he'll accept the peace offer. That was way too easy. Okay, no, he won't. Where's he leading troops at? The marshes, right there. So he's got that big 14,000 strong army. And look, now the province that we're on is the castle of the Sealord's palace, which is a huge associate fortress, 20,000 men. So we'll be able to hopefully turn that into something a little bit, you know, be able to siege it down with our dragon here in just a little bit. I do want to take a look at this though, because commander of the Titan of Braavos. We have the heir to the city of Moonbridge. So he's the son of the Sealord. I could enslave him, which I will do, and the wife of the Sealord as well. I could sell her into slavery. That's what we're going to do, and I think we may do the same thing with the Sealord too if we get a chance. We're going to enslave her right here. We're going to do the same thing to her son. Where's the... There we go. Enslave prisoner. There we go. Let's see if we can get a good price for him. Time to do business. Nobody wants him because he's not a good character. I'm telling you, slave trading is worth it because you can, you know, get something out of everybody. I'm gonna give up that endeavor because he's a bad character. There's no reason why they would want him. So, and then I gotta wait for the cooldown to take place before I can do more there. There we go. Deploy dragon in the siege. That gives us 59%, but it's going to go back up. But the thing is, we've decimated the defenders right there. How big is the army they just landed? Oh yeah, 14,000. Send my family into hiding. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to just go meet them on the battlefield. We will get back on the boat. Head down here. Yeah. We're going to head straight into the port and enter the battle. We have low morale, but we're going to use the dragon right now, which destroys their forces and their morale. I'm telling you, man, dragons are so OP. We're still going to lose. Wow. Okay. That's okay. They don't have enough men to really make it worth it anyways now. They just reinforced with 10,000 men. If I wait just a second and then head back over. Okay. Now we should be able to deploy the dragon in the battle. Bunch of guys die. Oh my goodness, we lost again. I do not understand this. We get so close to winning every single time. There, we have to win now. Like, we just have to. There we go. Okay. So now I don't have to worry about his army. We'll embark. We have way less men now. We'll go over here. They have 2 men up there. We'll march down to Braavos itself. And we'll begin the process of sieging down once more. Now we have enough men that we can actually siege it down without the dragon's help. I think once we do, he's leading troops in Dragonstone. I would like to enslave him, which I think we will. I need to look at the win conditions of the war. If I offer peace, if we enforce demands, I gain 1 slave camp level, and 3 slaves captured in Braavos will be added to my personal collection. Okay, but not the Sealord himself. Oh, look, we have a funds deficit. I need to see if I can sell one of my slaves really quick. Where's one of my slaves? Actually don't know where my slaves are. That's okay. We'll deal with it for right now. I know we have a monthly balance of -4 for the time being. But we'll finish this up. It'll be worth it in the long run. It doesn't do well for us right now, but it'll be fine in just a little bit. Oh, hold on. We do have a prisoner in here. We can ransom. No, ransom him for 25 gold. Okay, good. That just gives us a little bit more time to actually take care of this this war. Those losses really put us, down a peg. Who's his heir now? I don't know where that guy is. He must have been one of the commanders that was fighting against our dragon. He's currently residing in Moragos, which I assume is somewhere here in Braavos. Somewhere. Okay, let's finish sieging down this province. Deploy the dragon. Okay. He finally makes his choice, laying down one hand on Tormo. This is the guy. This is the former heir. Let's do 40 coins. See if he'll do that. Oh well. If he really wanted him, he would have dealt with it. Some dragon dancing going on. The Sealord's still trying to siege down Dragonstone. We're about to finish this siege here. We're gonna have to go win another battle. I know we are. It's unfortunate, but it's what we have to do. Deploy the dragon in the siege. We'll finish sieging down all of the provinces here in Braavos. I don't know if I can necessarily capture any more people as I move out, but maybe I can. About to finish that siege, okay. Almost there. We can deploy our dragon again. That gives us like 98. I think there should be one more. Okay, so we have another slave. Let us, let's sell him. He has a high learning, so let's see if he'll get a good price. Let's see if somebody can offer more than just 15. We can always come back to it if 15's the highest offer. 15's the highest offer, okay. I thought maybe he would be worth more, but just because of the high learning. Okay, so there we're at the Ragman's Harbor. We'll spend highly on on Varen's education. And we'll continue to siege down. Oh, cool. I'll do that. Another slave. She's Braavosi. We'll use her. Siege of Ragman's Harbor is done. We need an education focus for Varen. So we'll do, obviously, we'll do Marshall. There should be maybe one more province. Yeah, one more province to siege down. Deploy the dragon. Gets us to 50%. And then once we're finished with this, we'll go down into... There we go. No, there's a trade post too. Wow. Okay. So we gotta wait for our cooldown to finish. Deploy the dragon. And okay, now we're done. Okay. So now we'll go back to our... Okay. Let's have our Spy Master's scheme. Now that we're back on the boat, we can go down to Dragonstone. We have a 61% war score, and that's it. After all of that, it's because of those battles, man. I don't know why we lost them. We like decimated their morale. Okay, so that about does it there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to begin the long process of sieging down all of the provinces that we can here in Braavos to get as many slaves as we possibly can. I'm going to cut here, and you guys can join me back in just a little bit. Okay, so that actually didn't take very long. I just actually sieged down one more province, and they're willing to accept peace here. So we'll send them that offer. He's taking a new wife, a lowborn. Okay. So now we're good. We can begin to send our men back. Good. So we actually have more slaves now. We need to go check them out. We'll get back up into the coast. My young son has finished his military strategy. Ugh. That's not bad, I guess. But look at the wife. Ugh, my daughter's so ugly. Gross. Gross. Okay, I can call my court out of hiding. Right? Oh, we're not at peace. How are we not at peace? Man, that sucks. The Arkan's been at war with this guy for a long time. Windworm? Is that here? Yeah, that's right here. Okay, I'm going to raise up my levies then, and I'm going to go over here, I suppose. I had no idea we were fighting a war right here. And, we'll deploy the dragon in the siege, I guess. Not that that's the smartest decision to do on, like, the land of your own vassal, but it is what it is. And we'll just, I guess, finish sieging down that province and win this war, so I can call my court out of hiding, right? Look, I'm known as the noble now. That's fantastic. I have a -7 war score. That's weird. So we're actually sieging down Windworm now. Let's see. We need to look and see what our options are for bodyguard. That's not bad. And then my son can actually be a bodyguard as well. Don't know that that's the best idea, but it is what it is. Oh wow, our dragon is crazed. I guess that's not good for, like, my vassals or my county, but it is what it is there, because I don't really have to worry about... There we go. I don't really have to worry about it. Wow, that really, like, separated the empire. Okay. I, like, single-handedly won that war for the empire. Now I can call my court out of hiding. Cool. Betrothed can marry, so we'll do that. I really don't want them to marry, though. I'd rather marry her off and get that yuckiness out of here. And instead, let's break the betrothal. Let's actually arrange a new betrothal between him and the other daughter. And hopefully she's a bit less on the Uggos side. Okay, we need to find a good match for the daughter. And I think the best option is going to be... Oh, look. What's up with that? I wonder if the best option is for, like, me to actually do that. No, not Viserys. Apparently I can't. That's weird. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can find a better match, and maybe one of the High Valyrian houses here. Maybe we can actually turn House Sunglass into Valyrian. Arrange betrothal between him and... Actually, let's arrange a marriage between him and Daenerys. No? Okay. Yeah, that's going to be hard, because they're still Faith of the Seven. And so are they. It's going to take a minute, I think, for us to... Wow. It's going to take us a bit to figure out exactly how we're going to go about making this work. So let me work on it, and we'll get it done. Okay, I did find a good match. This guy that I brought in to be my master at arms, he's a drunkard, but that's okay. He's Westerosi Valyrian, so he'll at least have some of the same Valyrian traits that go in. He's Valyrian faith. I married him matrilineally to my daughter, so that actually gives us an opportunity to have, like, more of House Valyrian available going forward. So that's good. That's good. And now what I'm really just waiting on is let's hold a wedding feast. I don't think we've done that in any of my series yet. I wonder what the cool off is for... Yeah, I still have that guy still enslaved. I wonder what the cool off is for... Oh, I have a truce with him. That's probably what it is, right? Yeah, I have a truce until... Wow. Another 9 years. Another 9 years, I can't do another slave raid. So we're going to have to figure out another option there. In terms of lore, that was like the best, you know, option. So I guess if I can afford to lose the prestige, we could just, you know, break the truce. It's really not that big of a deal. But instead of that, what I think I'm going to do is, let's look at our court. That's not one of the ones that I took, is it? No. Mega of Dragonstone. That's the sun. I don't know who my slaves are. Looking through, I don't see them. It's my wife. Okay, so that's Stormsinger Melees. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the 3 slaves that I got from them are. Doesn't really matter though, because the cool thing is that we are currently at level 4 of 5 for slave camp level. So if we can manage to get 400 gold, we're actually able to. Oh, sweet! I have an egg now, which I can give to my son, which I'm going to do right now. Good. The daughter is now a skilled commander. That's good. So I will actually give, there we go, grant dragon egg to the son. So hopefully he can hatch it and make it worthwhile. Forgot I don't have very much gold here before I decided to hold this feast. Hopefully I don't have to spend anything else. Welcome to the wedding. Good. Good, good, good. Now for the feast. A fine tradition of the bedding, and that'll give me a temporary improvement for my vassals in terms of their opinion. I think going forward, I'm not exactly sure what the next step will be. I need to wait until our vassal opinion goes down or goes back up because of the levies being raised. I'm going to join this guy on a carousing, I guess, in the meantime. So I'm gonna wait until all that kind of goes back up, and we will reassess when we come back. Well, look at that. Daughter died of gonorrhea. That did not take very long. Just a small funeral will suffice. Wow. Okay, but we did end up with a grandson out of the whole thing, which I suppose is, you know, is worth it. Good for him. You know, it's one of those things. Did her husband even have gonorrhea? So no. How did she get it? I don't know. That was really quick though. So somebody wants to buy the son of the Sealord. Well, it's his own dad. Oh, his own dad wanted to buy him. So timeout. Did Braavos institute slavery? There's no way. There's no way. Is there a way to look at their laws? I mean, really, there's no way they did. I don't think, anyways. That just doesn't make any sense. That's hilarious, though. That was the dude's portrait. I swear, I clicked on it really fast, and I apologize for that, but I swear it was the dude's dad that was trying to buy him back from slavery. Which I guess is sweet in a way, but I saw right through that dude's plan. He didn't even want to spend 40 gold coins on him. How sad is that? So it looks like we're getting close to accomplishing where we already were, and so I think this is a good place to end. This was a fun little series that we went through on here. You know, Lord Paramount Melees doesn't start out as a good character, but I guess if you add a few traits and you do a couple things, you know, he becomes pretty good. And you know, 5 kids is really good. The fat-faced son. Good. Ugh, gross. All right. So, yeah, I think this is a good place to end this this set of episodes. If you have enjoyed this series or you've enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join the Bear Pack. As I've said before, this community is so awesome, so great. I'm always surprised the amount of response that these videos get. And it makes me so happy to be able to produce stuff that you all enjoy. So if you have suggestions, like I said, leave them down in the comments. If you want specific characters in this submod, we're going to continue playing in this Valyrian Freehold submod. If you have suggestions for characters that you'd like to see played as, we've done the Targaryen Lord here in Valyria. We've played as the Archon. Now we've played as melees. But there's a ton of characters out there. If you have a favorite and you'd like to see me play as them, leave it down in the comment section. Be sure to add that to the list. Essentially, the bug with this game is that you can't load your saves. So it's pretty much a marathon to see how much you can go. What we might do for the next one, I had this idea of doing a hands-off, observe game. And just observation only, not playing as a character, like letting the game run for 1,000 years as a time lapse, and then kind of seeing what has happened and what has changed, or what would have been if there was no doom in Valyria. Like, go up to the date of the actual start of the Game of Thrones books and see what would have happened if there was no doom in Valyria. So a couple ideas that we have to kind of see and have fun with this submod while the devs are still working on the other ones. Now, I will say that there's supposed to be a scheduled release, or there's supposed to be a release for the next update for the mod. So we'll see what kind of becomes of that, see if there's maybe an update to the submod as well. It hopefully will happen in the next week or so. It's seeming to move in that direction pretty quickly. So the devs are really amazing about keeping up with the mod itself, but also implementing changes to the bugs that come out with each release, because it's just one of those things where there's always something that comes up inevitably as Paradox adds DLC. It's kind of an ebb and flow, a give and take, and there's always bugs that come up. So and you can't blame the devs for it, but you can appreciate the effort and the work that they put into producing such an awesome game. Hope you all have enjoyed, and if you have, tune in next time for more adventures in the Valyrian Freehold submod.